Good evening. Another video. I'm wiping my eyes when I start. I'm tired. I'm always tired. Okay, good video. I've seen people do massive bowls of food. So I've done one. It's mashed potatoes with gravy. There's chicken in here somewhere, but honestly, it's mostly mashed potatoes and gravy. And it's very hot. Ow. I'll battle through though. I'm sure I'll be okay. Yeah, this could be my longest one yet. I've struggled to get through all this, especially how hot it is. Do people normally blow on it? I think they do. Has anyone burned the roof of the mouth off on an eating video yet? I could be the first. Very much smoother than previous mashed potatoes I've done. And the bag's under my eyes, oh my god. The funniest thing is, I went from working shifts probably 3 weeks ago to now having a normal 8 till 5:30 job, or 5. Why am I more tired? I'm not more tired, it's different sort of tired. I would just randomly fall asleep when I was on the shifts. There was no good shifts, days and nights. They all blurred into one bad shift. Starting at 6 a.m. Getting up, first alarm for 4:45. That's not good. Sometimes it was 5 days a week. Oh, got some chicken. 5 days in a row you'd have to do that sometimes, with a few days off, and then straight on to nights, 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. So tiring. I don't know how they could improve that. They said to me, is there any way we could stop you from leaving? Don't make me do them hours anymore. Unfortunately, that's when the job is, so. It was impossible. Watching football this evening. My football's not on yet. Manchester United. Of course, we all know I love Manchester United, hopefully. Sheffield United's on against Newcastle. It's not the best, is it? I think everyone in the world's expecting this to be 0-0. Yeah, and which it is so far. A quarter of the game gone. Not quarter, we don't have quarters. We do 2 halves. Sorry. Again, for my American chums. I don't know why your games all have quarters. Well, I do know American football halves would take forever. If it was have to be 30 minutes. In order to make a 1 hour match take 3 hours. I don't know how you manage that. Although I haven't been getting into American football recently. It's quite good fun. I have a favourite team I support, the New Orleans Saints. It's my team. I love them. All other teams are inferior. They're very good though, the Saints. That does help. I support 2 good teams. Manchester United, if they win tonight, we'll go top of the league for the first time in, I think, 6-7 years. I don't know, it's a long time. It used to be top all the time. When the mighty Sir Alex Ferguson was manager. We have a chap called Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now. It sounds exotic, he's Norwegian. A former playing hero at United, a legend. He scored the winning goal in the Champions League final in 1999. And we were losing with 1 minute left of that game. And still won 2-1. I actually watched that game in Barcelona. Me and a friend of mine decided to we wanted to get to the game. It was in Barcelona. Obviously we were not. We were in England. Gracious. So we got there by hook or by crook. We set off Tuesday morning. The game started on Wednesday evening. And we ran out of time. By 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening, we'd got to Barcelona, but we'd given up. It'd taken us so long to get there. We had no possible energy left to get to the ground. So I watched in a bar on the Ramblers at the end of it. I've heard talk of sore fingers from holding cutlery before, but I've never. I'm sorry, I need to see this message. Oh. So we started off Tuesday morning with a little bit of money, and I couldn't find my passport, so I borrowed my friend's. Thank you, Sean. I don't remember if he knew. We had to ask him for it. Yeah, I don't know to say, Sean, you had to borrow your passport. Now, I don't look anything like Sean. And this was 1999, before 9/11, so not massively security conscious. I didn't have to show it many times. I think maybe twice to get on a flight, and once when I got caught without a train ticket out of Brussels. Basically, this is how we did it. We set off on Tuesday morning. We got trains down to London. So we left Stockport, went to Manchester, or Manchester Airport, I can't remember. Another train down to London. We then got on a train to Dover. Fantastic so far. Ow! I haven't got a drink. I'm gonna have to pause this. Back. Like I never went anywhere. Got some apple juice. Apple day keeps the doctor away, etc. So we're going to go on a train down to Dover. Got to the ferry port. Hopped on a ferry to Calais in France. Arrived in Calais just about tea time on Tuesday. There's not much in Calais, or there wasn't then. There wasn't even a jungle immigrant camp. There was very little. So we realised there was going to be no way out. There wasn't a train station, a bus station that we could find. Everyone spoke French. Refused to speak English to us. So the plan was we would go to one of the warehouses that sell cheap alcohol and buy a crate and drink them and carry them around with us. So we bought a crate of Stella Artois. Now, anyone who's drank Stella Artois warm will be aware that that is the worst possible drink in the world. Warm Stella. Oh my god. So we had a few cans. We got quite drunk. We decided to hitchhike out of Calais. So we parked near the truck stop and hitchhiked to wait for a trucker to pick us up, which a nice English guy did. I have no idea what he was called. I vaguely picture him. He had one seat for two of us. So one of us had to sit in the middle where the gear lever would be, but obviously there wasn't. Which was mostly me. I remember Jamie going quite drunk and insisting that he stopped on the motorway so he could have a piss. And the truck driver was not happy. Jamie fell out of the truck. Very funny. He went and had a piss at the side of the motorway and got back in and went to sleep. Now, the trucker did tell us, he said, I'm not going to Barcelona, I'm going to Brussels, which is the wrong way. It's the wrong direction. Very much the wrong direction, we knew that. But we had been waiting and hitchhiking for about 3 hours. So he offered to stop and pick us up, and we thought, well, Brussels it is then. So we went to Brussels. He drove through the night, dropped us off at about 5 a.m, I think. 4 a.m, 5 a.m. on the outskirts of Brussels, and said, it's that way. So we walked into Brussels, eventually passing the red light district down the side of the train station. The ladies in the windows. Trying to get us in at 5 o'clock in the morning. We were too busy, we had not enough time for that. Nor any money. So we found the train station. Oh, I went all down there. So we found the train station, Brussels train station, found a train going to Paris. That was the best we could do. Wow, this is just slop now. So we got on the train. We didn't have tickets. We didn't really have any money. But we got on that train, and it was going to Paris, and that was better than nothing. Fortunately, we got caught without tickets. I don't think Jamie had enough money to buy a ticket, and I didn't. So Jamie bought a ticket, and I did not. And an inspector came and said, ticket? And I said, I don't have a ticket. And he said, okay, passport. And he got me passport, wrote all my details down. Sean's details. And I said, okay, we'll be in touch. Let me stay on. We got all the way to Paris. As you know, it's basically just back from where we'd come, but a few miles further south. By now, it's getting on a bit. It was lunchtime on Wednesday. The match was 9 p.m. on the just a bit before 9 p.m. 8:45 on the Wednesday. We were tired. Hadn't really slept. A little bit, but not much. So we just thought, we'll see if there's any flights to Barcelona. A very, very nice lady from Air France found us some flights. Don't think they were with Air France. The last flights in the whole world to Barcelona that day, because everyone was trying to get. Jamie then pulled out his mum's credit card. I think she knew we had it. Pulled that out. Said, okay, you have to owe me the money. So I still to this day probably owe him £400 or something. I paid a bit. It wasn't even to him, it was his mum's. Fine, was over. So that, yeah, we had to then, because it was from the other Paris airport, we were in Charles de Gaulle, and it was from the other one, I'm not sure, I think it was from Charles de Gaulle, and we were at the other one, Paris I don't know what it's called. We had to half an hour to get across the centre of Paris to get to the other flights. We jumped in a taxi and go, and it was literally like the film Taxi. He nearly killed us several times, but he made us. He made our flight. We made it. So we got on the flight, and of course, I hadn't eaten anything in 2 days either. So by the time we got on the flight, the choice was simple: it was eat or sleep, and it was sleep. So fell asleep, missed the food. Arrived in Barcelona at tea time. It was still very, very, very hot. It was nice weather, and I just don't think we could manage any further. And we went and found the nearest bar. Sat in the park looking at the ladies for a while, but we found a bar and drank our cans of Stella that we still had left. So we bought 24. And carrying them around was very heavy, so we needed to drink them. So we went to this bar, got locked in. We pulled some shutters across, no more, it's full. We're like, okay, went downstairs to the little TV room. That was great, just the best place to be. And then we bought 1 pint each, or whatever the French drink, the Spanish, sorry, we're in Spain. The Spanish drink their beer out of, half a litre or whatever. And we filled them up constantly with warm Stella. So that was the Barcelona trip. Of course, we were losing until the last possible minute, and then Teddy Sheringham scored to equalise. We hadn't even had a kick all game, and then the famous words of "And Solskjaer has won it," because he did. He scored in the 93rd minute, I think, and we won. David Beckham took the corners. Probably even Americans will have heard of David Beckham. It was a great team. It was a great team. We won the treble, which is never been managed by any other British club before. It's been managed by other clubs, but not British ones. I think I'm going to quit on this. This is just a bit gravy soup. So that was the story. So I'm going to say goodbye now. That one's quite good, I think. Please subscribe to my channel. I would like to build this up. Quite enjoy doing them. Okay, thank you. Bye.